Pokemon Black and White are some of the best games in the series, no question. It has a great story, fun minigames, in the Battle Subway, plus the Pokemon World Tournament. It's a full package. That being said, these games have a strange quirk that led me down a rabbit hole, that being the Learnsets. For those who don't know, Learnsets in Pokemon are the moves that each Pokemon learns by level up, usually holding unique moves that the Pokemon can learn, though there are options for Pokemon to learn moves outside their Learnsets, like TMs and move tutors. The quirk with Black and White's movesets are the amount of Pokemon that learn moves that aren't available to their evolutions at all. These moves can generally be pretty useless or will be inevitably learned before the Pokemon evolves, but there are many useful moves that Pokemon can only learn well after they're meant to evolve, essentially blocking the final evolution out of that move if you've evolved your Pokemon prematurely. Because Black and White 1's regional dex was Unova only, when older Pokemon came in Black and White 2, they had to update the Learnsets, meaning that a lot of these choices were intentional and not just a result of copying the previous Learnsets. So after a couple hours on Bulbapedia, let me show you what I found. So our first defender is Trapinch, learning Earthquake at level 55. And admittedly, Flygon can learn the move by other means, but only in the post-game in Black and White 2, and I was doing a Nuzlocke, and Flygon's my favorite Pokemon, so I was like, hey, let me see this learn set. And then I'm like, okay, it can learn Earthquake by TM, okay, when's the TM? And it's after the game, and it's either that or I keep Trapinch until level 55. And no way in hell am I doing that. So here's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So you have Trapinch learning Earthquake at level 55, and you have other Pokemon like Growlithe, which is admittedly a stone evolution, but it learns Flare Blitz at level 45. And you have Pokemon like Pichu, which this isn't egregious, it's level 18, which is high for a Pichu, but like not that bad, learning Nasty Plot. And then you have other Pokemon like Pikachu that learn Discharge at level 42. Why can't Raichu learn this unless Pikachu gets it? I don't know. I just simply do not know. And aside from that, we have other Pokemon like Poochyena that learns Crunch at level 53, which I have no idea why they did this one. Gloom, who learns Moonlight at level 41, while Oddish learns Moonlight at level 33. Chimchar, who learns Slack Off at level 41, and Monferno, who learns Slack Off at level 49. Murkrow, who learns Sucker Punch at level 55. Riolu, who learns Nasty Plot at level 47, Togepi and Togetic learning Baton Pass at level 41, Munna, who learns Stored Power at level 47, Petalil, who learns Leaf Storm at level 46, Shelmet, who learns Guard Swap at level 52, and Electric, who learns Zap Cannon at level 69, and at level 74 learns Thrash. I know, amazing move. Though these cases are very broad and the range of moves are wide, there are actually some moves in specific that are repeat offenders of this trend, like Hydro Pump with Poliwag, who learns it at level 38, and Poliwhirl, who learns it at level 48, Shelter, who learns it at level 69, Staryu, who in Black and White 1 learned it at level 60, but the level was lowered to 52 in Black and White 2, Mudkip, who learns it at level 42 famously, and Lombre, who learns it at level 45. And Double Edge also joins this trend, with Phanpy learning it at level 42, Skitty also learning it at level 42, Numel learning it at 57 in Black and White 1, but it was lowered down to 47 in Black and White 2, and Togepi and Togetic learning it at level 45. And see, I can understand Double Edge and Hydro Pump to a certain degree having this trend. You know, they're very strong, powerful moves, and I can understand somewhat holding them back for certain Pokemon. But for some reason, Air Slash joins this trend, with Scyther learning it at level 53, and Wingull learning it at level 47 in Black and White 1, and an also gracious 1 level difference into 46 in Black and White 2. And I mean, Air Slash isn't horrible, but I don't think it's that good enough of a move to hide it at, level 53 and 47. You can make your arguments for Double Edge, Hydro Pump, Air Slash to not be locked behind these high level caps, but there are some broken moves that are there which I would say would probably ruin some of the game progression if they were allowed, such as Shell Smash, which Shelter gets at level 56, Shroomish learning Spore at level 45, which an unfortunate classic, but it needs to be done, and Clamperl having Shell Smash at level 51. And let me just touch on this. Clamperl has nothing else in its moveset. Not a single other move. So you have to take this little fucking pearl, this damn shell, and you have to get it up to level 51 for it to get that move. And the worst part of it all is, that move is so good. It's not even you can just be oh, whatever, I don't want fucking Shell Smash. Why would I leave one of the best fucking setup moves in the game just sitting there? You need it. Come on, bro. You have to get Shell Smash, and that's the most upsetting part. And some honorable mentions. These moves don't exactly fit the theme of the video, but these instances are just like too strange not to include, which are Geodude and Graveler, who, you know, learn rollout, but for some reason Golem can't learn rollout in its natural like learn set, which I just found really confusing. Sunkern, which learned Endeavor, Synthesis, Giga Drain, Seed Bomb, and all of them were locked in Black and White through level up, with the levels being 21, 33, 41, and 45 respectively. They changed it in Black and White too, thank God, but I don't understand what they were thinking. Like I trust me, I looked like basically all the Pokemon. There was no other case where just every like useful move was locked behind the shittiest Pokemon in existence. I don't get that one. And Yanma, who learns Wing Attack at level 43. I don't understand. It's not that good. It's a 60 power fucking flying type move. It's not good enough for that. Though all of these choices in my opinion are somewhat confusing and highly unnecessary, Larvesta at level 100 learning Flare Blitz has to be the most mind-boggling choice. Like, I just don't understand. And tangent, Larvesta's learn set is dog shit. Like, I don't know who sat down and said, this is it. We made heat right here. This is what we need. Cause no, get out the fucking kitchen, bro. Like, what the hell were you doing? Like, it's just so bad. Why do they do this? And like, cause I'm nuzlocking the fucking game. So I wanted to use Volcarona. I looked at its learn set. Oh, it's so trash, actually. It's so garbage. It's really upsetting. Volcarona is a special attacker. And not only that, but with the level up mechanics in Black and White, this will take hours to achieve. And the reward isn't even worth it. Because, like, it's a physical move on a special attacker at level 100. There's no reason to hide this move. And especially when it's not even going to be useful on the final Pokemon that you designed. Like, why would you hide a physical move at level 100 on a Pokemon you designed to be a special attacker? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Aside from there just being some moves locked behind silly level requirements, going down this rabbit hole did show me some other interesting trends, like where first and second stage evolution learn the same move, the first stage actually learns it faster than the second stage, except in the case of Togepi and Togetic for some odd reason. I'm not really sure about that one. Though now that I think about it, the trend does make sense and is somewhat useful because I found in games I've declined learning a move only for the move to come out later in the Pokemon's learn set. This has like varying degrees of like utility, because sometimes it'll be a move where I'm like, hey, I didn't want it the first time, why would I want it the second time? And other times I'm like, I'll just get it later, I know it's gonna come later. It really depends, but it is, you know, just a nice, you know, little useful thing to have in the back pocket just in case. Who knows what it'll be useful for. And of course it showed me the trend of which moves are hidden in the pre-evolutions learn sets commonly, like Hydro Pump and Double Edge. And all in all, this info is ultimately outdated and pretty useless, but it's pretty interesting just to see which Pokemon follow this trend and how bad they're affected by it.